So if you look at this, you can see how many orders you have and how much that orders will need.
How many resources?
How many resources require. So if one order is a large move and you need an X amount of boxes, an X amount of tape, an X amount of mats, you'll be able to see that this is a big order and this requires this many boxes,
Well,
this much tape.
That would be huge.
Yeah, and then it shows that like if you have a lot of this type of order in this period, you're going to have to order more boxes and more tape.
Okay.
And it's always easier to order in bulk as opposed to, I don't have enough tape today, I'm going to order a little bit more. It's better to know when you have the fluctuations, right? So we can see that. And also customer service. So if you go to the customer tab, we can go to the customer service and we can look at cases.
Okay.
So what's really nice about the cases is it gives you dates. It shows both the date that it was created and the incident date. If there was a problem or if there was something good. So if there's an issue, something is broken on the shipping or there's a problem with the way that you handled something, they can file a report on the NetSuite and then you could address it yourself and you can know when it happened. So if it happened within a few days, you'd like to address those issues first, am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a much better system than the one we currently have in place. So.
Absolutely. And with this, you can see if the problem, if there was a problem. I'm sure that customer service isn't only about problems, but if you actually did have an issue, you can see if the issue has been settled. If it's an important problem with priority, you can set it to like if someone's glass got broken, like like one box of glass is a lower priority than maybe their whole all their furniture got damaged, the whole shipping. So that would be a much higher priority problem, and you would address them first.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So those are the customers that you want to make sure, because by word of mouth, if they say they had a terrible time, then you're going to lose a lot more business that way. So if you address with priority the first customers that need to be addressed immediately, you can definitely save a lot of face for your company. And last but not least, leads. The wonderful thing about NetSuite is it has a really powerful marketing analysis. And specifically with the leads, you can check your leads by the gross amount of leads you have, and you can see your sales. But right here, which is specific to you, is the leads by paid keyword. So if you have, for example, Facebook ads, you can see how many people are actually clicking on the ads and to see if people are using those ads to get your business. You can use also, if you want to use some web-based like Google ad tracking, you can also put on like certain keywords for your business, and then it will show you if Google is actually like coming up with responses.
So there may not even be a need for a survey like we were talking about earlier.
Exactly. You can see if people are actually clicking on it and how they're clicking on it. And that'll definitely help quantify if you're spending too much or too less. Like it could show that a lot of people are searching for your business, so that maybe you want to be able to add more funding to put your business at the top of the Google PageRank, right? So if you're the top business, they're going to search for you first. So being at the top is definitely something that you'd like to need.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or conversely, if people aren't using your Facebook ads and people are using maybe ads on another website, you need to stop spending on that revenue or spending on that source and going to another source.
Absolutely.
That makes sense? So based on just a few things that we've talked about and the few problems that we've addressed, do you think this is something that you would at least be interested in?
It's definitely something that sounds interesting. It looks like it will meet a lot of the needs that we're looking to, or a lot of the demands that we're looking to meet. And like I said, we're really looking for a sort of a system that can do everything. So are we going to have another system besides this, or like is this sort of...
The wonderful thing about NetSuite is it does have these very specific tools, but it has, as you can see, a range of different tools that you can use. You can check on your customers, you can check on opportunities, they have reports. Everything is on one cloud-based system.
Okay.
So if your mover is in Atlanta, if your mover's across the country in California, all they have to do is log on to the website and they could find out what they need to do. They can find out the customer service, and they can find out
And so they can access
prices.
all of this. So when you say cloud-based, that means from your phone or
From
laptop.
phone, laptop, no matter what. You don't have to call like as you.
And
you
all the
don't-
information is available. There's no
Absolutely. You don't have to call your office. You can just tell them to go online
Very
and check their information.
Wow.
Like this is going to help your employees stay connected, and you stay connected with your employees.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's definitely something I'm interested in. But
So now we come down to numbers.
yeah, so I guess that's my biggest question is what is this going to break the bank or what's it going to cost me?
The nice thing is it's not. So as you have about, I saw what? How many employees do you have?
26.
26. Okay. So our packages include the employee count. So you pay based on employees per month.
Okay.
So our basic package is $129 per employee per month,
Okay.
which seems like a lot, but I'll show you how that isn't. So we do 129 times your 26 employees. That is $3,300 a month.
Okay.
So you multiply that times 12, and you get 40,000 a year. Now 40,000 a year, that's a huge number, right? That's a good bit of business. But
That is a ton of money for us.
the nice thing about NetSuite is there is not a guaranteed, but we assume that you have about a 3 to 5% growth.
Okay.
Not guaranteed, but typically we work with a lot of small and medium-sized companies.
And
And
that's your average.
And they're about the same kind of company as you. They had about 20 to 40 employees,
Great.
and they're working with really basic Excel-based packages.
Okay.
So from our data, we see that 3 to 5% increase,
So it's a lot more efficient, I guess. It's probably.
considerably more efficient. So looking at your growth online, I saw that you had about $7 million in revenues. That is wonderful. Good job on that. So if we look at how much growth you have at the low number, at 3% growth, you'll have revenues in excess of $210,000
Wow.
this year.
Yeah, so that's
So if you look at
substantial amount of money.
At a low number, $210,000 in gained revenue, as opposed to paying $40,000 to get that, it's almost nothing.
It makes a lot of sense.
It's over a $500 return on your investment. Is that something that you think you can handle?
Absolutely.
So would you like to sign now, or do you want to, I know you're a busy man, we could set up another meeting to make sure we hammer out all the details?
I think that would, honestly, I'd love to get started as soon as possible, just because spring is here and we are in the middle of a busy season. So, I'd love to know how quickly could we get this up and running?
Training is very quick. As soon as we get a confirmation, we can have a trainer out here within the next few days to get you through the whole process,
Okay.
to get you started, and training for employees is very, very simple.
And now is that included in the monthly
Yeah.
subscription?
Yeah, the monthly subscription includes about a week of training, because that's all we need, because the system is very easy to work with. So your employees only need about a week to figure out how to use it and to use it properly and effectively. And then from then, it's all you.
Great. Well then, I'd love to get started as soon as possible. So if you have something for me to sign, then let's get this going.
One second, let me pull up this sheet. Okay, if you can just sign at the bottom of the line. Okay, we'll have a trainer here within the next few days, so I'll give you my card. Actually, find that. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, so if you have any questions or concerns, message me at that number.
I'll be in touch.
And hopefully we'll get someone out here over the next few days.
I'll look forward to it.
Come settle all of your problems.
I'll look forward to it. It's great meeting you.
All right. Andy, right?
Have a good day.
All right, you too.